The Colorado Legislature's Democratic Black Caucus now joining the fight against sharing your voter information. The caucus is asking the Secretary of State in Colorado not to turn over information requested by President Trump's Election Integrity Commission. Sure. Colorado Secretary of State has said he will provide voter information to the Presidential Advisory Commission on Election Integrity, but clarified, saying it will only be data that is within Colorado law. And what that means is your vital information is protected here in our state.
We will not give the commission information that is not public in our state.
Now, under Colorado law, information like your date of birth, driver's license number, signature, and social security number cannot be made public, and who you voted for is not public record. The President's Commission did request some of that data, and our Secretary of State is saying he will not give it to them. Congress may be shaking up the student loan business. A lot of people choose to get federal loans rather than private because you can defer payment or adjust monthly bills based on income, something that's rarely available with private loans. Well, right now, Congress is considering eliminating some of those benefits and protections. Private lenders are pushing for change because they say government regulations are hurting their business by controlling competition, and if they did away with some of the benefits, it would allow rates to go down. Well, right now, more than 44 million Americans hold student loan debt, averaging about $350 a month. You know, for 30 years, one Colorado organization has been working to elevate the status of women and girls in our state, and Lauren Castile is the president and CEO of the Women's Foundation of Colorado. I'm delighted to have you here. First of all, congratulations on 30 years. That's a big accomplishment.
Oh, thank you, Ann, and it's a pleasure to be here as well. It's really an honor to represent our legacy and to help move us forward.
I know much of what you do is focused on economically elevating our women and girls. What are the issues that you were dealing with specifically?
Well, recently we just completed our strategic planning, and as a part of that, we had conversations and did surveys in English and in Spanish with over 1,300 people statewide. And what they told us is that women need access to a livable wage, and that the pathways toward that are pay equity, equitable pay regardless of status, access to higher education, gainful employment and training, as well as access to high-quality child care. So those are the issues that we focus on.
Yet, we see Colorado has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country. We also, our economy is strong. So why aren't women getting their portion? Where does that all come together?
We have certainly made progress, there's no question, but there's still work to be done. Within the state of Colorado, there are 260,000 women who actually live in poverty, and 500,000, almost 500,000 women and their families who are living on the economic edge or in poverty. So if we, in fact, were to have equal pay, according to the Institute for Women's Policy Research, as of 2 years ago, we would add $9 billion to our economy. So it's not just a woman's issue, it's also about building a better community, helping Colorado rise.
And how does that cycle start, Lauren? I mean, when we're talking about women living in poverty, you're right, it would benefit all, but how do you break that cycle? How do you dig into resolving that?
Right. Well, we are a statewide organization, so some of the boom that we might be seeing in Metro Denver isn't what's seen in Pueblo, one of our areas as well.
Sure.
So we have to recognize that what it takes to be self-sufficient in different communities often becomes cyclical through family cycles and generational. Access, again, to education. So by opening up, whether it's community college or certification, voc ed, but also having aspirations for four-year college, then we can begin to break those cycles in a two-generational approach. Having high-quality childcare leading to brain development and early preschool education for children begins to set families on a pathway for greater success for the long term.
And I know that the organization is very active in getting involved in some legislative activities. So what this year did you see as successes with our state legislature, and what I mean, what are the areas we still need to work on?
We supported at different levels 12 bills, and 3 of them of our priority bills passed. And our priorities in the legislature are interrupting poverty and building self-sufficiency in support of our mission. Similarly, providing access to education, and as well as child care or even family planning. This year, the 3 bills that were priorities for us that passed included the child care expenses tax credit. Similarly, we had a bill for K-12 STEM education and technology. And similarly, pay transparency for women and for all people, not just for women. But it's particularly important for women who oftentimes are making less than their counterparts.
I think I read on your website that the gender wage gap in Colorado is not projected to close until 2057.
2057. I suspect that I may not be around then, but I do have a daughter, and I also have grandchildren who will be raising families over time. So what we're talking about is by helping women thrive, we're helping Colorado rise. It's for all of us. These aren't just women's issues.
Absolutely. Okay, so your big event coming up, you have the former First Lady, Michelle Obama, coming. Tell us about that.
Well, we're thrilled. This will be on July 25th. Doors open at 4 o'clock at Pepsi Center. The program with fun entertainment and videos to kind of keep the crowd entertained until we'll begin at 5:30, and then she and I will enter the stage at 6:30, and I will have a conversation with her live on stage. It won't be taped, so you have to be there. And we still have seats, great seats, available at $155 and up. So we urge people to go either to our website for the Women's Foundation of Colorado, WFCO.org, or straight to Altitude Tickets. But it should be, we believe that it's her first public event.
What are you going to ask her?
Well,
I think we're all dying to know.
What would you like for me to ask her? You can give me an opportunity to extend some questions that might interest you. But I think the first part is that in doing my research, I've learned things about her growing up that I hadn't known, that I think will be of interest to the public at large. And then we hope to build community. One of the things I want to talk about are what are the key courageous conversations that we need to have around women and girls to build communities for the future. And then I hope that she will inspire the audience, men and women in the audience, about what they can do in support of building a stronger Colorado through a focus of women and girls, and inspire young girls to reach for their highest dreams. When you hear her story, she never would have imagined that she would one day be the former First Lady.
Do you think she has a connection to Colorado in some way, or will she have a particular message to Coloradans?
Well, certainly their journey to the White House began at Invesco Field in 2008 when they stepped forward into the world and accepted the nomination. So I think that's a very powerful connection, and their daughters were young. So watching them grow up, coming back, that was a part of our making our request, was to say, you now get to begin the next phase of your journey. And we're nonpartisan and non-political, but she's an icon. 66% approval rating when they left the office. What do you see next? And will you tell us here? Because this is where it began.
Well, again, that's Tuesday, July 25th at Pepsi Center. Michelle Obama here for the Women's Foundation of Colorado event, and tickets are still available. Lauren Castile, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ann.
Appreciate you being here.
Take care.
All right, up next, the reasons behind the push to get fewer people to use straws. Yeah, you heard that right, straws.